In recent years, honey, especially the kind labeled forest honey or wild honey, has enjoyed a surge in popularity across health and wellness communities. Touted as a natural superfood, many people use it as a daily health supplement, adding it to teas, spreading it on toast, or consuming it raw for its perceived healing benefits. However, a recent video has gone viral by challenging the widespread belief that all types of honey are beneficial, particularly raising concerns about the long-term effects of forest honey on the liver. This eye-opening expose presents a detailed look at the hidden dangers of forest honey, the misconceptions that fuel its popularity, and the biological risks associated with overconsumption. Let's unpack everything the video reveals and dive deeper into the science behind these claims. 1. The myths and misconceptions about forest honey for many consumers. The term forest honey conjures up images of pristine woods, buzzing, bees feeding on untouched wildflowers, and naturally harvested golden liquid flowing directly from the hive into clean glass jars. It is marketed as more natural, more pure, and inherently more medicinal than processed honey. However, this perception is not always accurate. Adulteration and sugar feeding. According to the video, some forest beekeepers, even in regions like Vietnam, may engage in unethical practices. One shocking truth is that not all forest bees are actually feeding on natural nectar. Many beekeepers feed bees with industrial sugar solutions, especially during off-seasons when flowers are not in bloom. This drastically alters the nutritional profile of the honey. Rather than coming from a diverse range of wildflowers, the honey becomes a derivative of processed sugar, reducing both its health value and authenticity. Even more concerning, some producers mix molasses, corn syrup, or artificial thickeners with honey to increase volume and mimic the viscosity and sweetness of authentic honey. These additives are not always disclosed on product labels, making it nearly impossible for the average consumer to distinguish between real and fake honey. Chemical contamination and forced. Another alarming issue discussed in the video is the contamination of wild plants and flowers in forests. In Vietnam and many other parts of Southeast Asia, areas considered wild are not exempt from agricultural pollution. Pesticides and industrial runoff can contaminate the soil and the plants growing in these areas. When bees collect nectar and pollen from such contaminated sources, the resulting honey carries traces of harmful substances, including pesticides and heavy metals. Consuming this honey regularly may contribute to chemical buildup in the human body over time. Poor harvesting and storage practices. Forest honey is often harvested by small-scale collectors who may not follow best practices for hygiene or preservation. Exposure to dirt, air, or excessive moisture during harvesting can degrade honey's biological quality. Additionally, without proper storage, such as keeping honey in a cool, dark, dry place, its active enzymes and nutrients may be destroyed even before it reaches consumers. 2. The real problem: fructose overload and liver health. While many associate honey with health benefits, few realize that honey is predominantly made of sugar, particularly fructose. According to the video, honey can contain up to 80% fructose, depending on its source and how it is processed. How fructose affects the body. Fructose is a natural sugar found in fruits, but it behaves differently in the body than glucose. While glucose is metabolized by nearly every cell in the body, fructose is almost entirely processed in the liver. When you consume more fructose than your body needs for immediate energy, your liver converts the excess into triglycerides, fat. Over time, this can lead to the accumulation of fat in the liver, a condition known as non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD. The video emphasizes that regularly consuming more than 2 to 3 teaspoons of honey per day can create a dangerous fructose overload. When the liver is overwhelmed by excess fructose, it also produces uric acid, which is associated with conditions like gout and kidney stones. Additionally, high fructose intake contributes to insulin resistance, increasing the risk of developing type 2 diabetes and metabolic syndrome. 3. The enzymatic power of honey and how it's easily destroyed. One of honey's greatest health benefits lies in its active enzymes, specifically diastase, invertase, and glucooxidase. These enzymes help break down complex sugars and possess mild antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. However, these enzymes are extremely heat-sensitive and can be deactivated easily. The danger of hot water. A common practice in many cultures is mixing honey into hot tea or warm water. Unfortunately, if the water temperature is too high, it destroys the very enzymes that give honey its healing reputation. The video stresses that to preserve enzymatic activity, honey should only be mixed into liquids that are between 100 for F and 107.6 degrees Fahrenheit for OC to 40 to C. Temperatures above this range denature the enzymes, rendering the honey little more than flavored sugar syrup. 4. Common misuses of honey in daily life. Overuse for coughs and colds. While honey is often used as a natural remedy for sore throats and coughs, many people overuse it, thinking more is better. In reality, large doses of honey, especially when taken multiple times a day, can put a strain on the liver and contribute to sugar imbalances in the body. The video warns that what begins as a gentle home remedy can turn into a risk factor for metabolic stress. Misguided combinations and other misuse occurs when people combine honey with ingredients that neutralize its benefits. For example, boiling honey with herbs or roots, then consuming it hours later, means the product no longer contains any of the live enzymes it once had. In this case, it's no better than consuming syrup. 5. Healthier and safer alternatives to honey. The video offers several natural alternatives that can provide similar or better health benefits without the risks of high sugar content. Fresh turmeric, known for its anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties. Turmeric can be used in teas, curries, or golden milk. Black garlic, fermented garlic that is rich in antioxidants, which help reduce inflammation and boost the immune system. Ginger, a time-tested remedy for nausea, digestion, and inflammation. Ginger can be steeped in warm water or used fresh in cooking. Yogurt, a natural probiotic that promotes gut health, supports digestion, and helps balance intestinal bacteria. Green leafy vegetables, full of fiber, vitamins, and minerals. These support digestion and detoxification. Steamed kumquat with ginger, a traditional remedy for coughs, combining vitamin C from kumquats with the soothing effects of ginger. Magnesium supplements aids in relaxation, muscle function, and sleep regulation. Breathing exercises and sunlight exposure helps regulate circadian rhythm, reduce stress, and promote melatonin production for better sleep. 6. The case of Manuka honey. Is it really superior? The video also dives into Manuka honey, a rare and expensive variety produced in New Zealand from the nectar of the Manuka bush. This honey is widely praised for its antibacterial and medicinal properties, primarily due to its high content of methylglyoxal MgO, a compound proven to kill harmful bacteria and promote wound healing. The caveat with Manuka: while Manuka honey is undoubtedly of high quality and can be therapeutic when used appropriately, the video emphasizes moderation. Even with premium honey, more than 1 teaspoon per day can lead to the same liver and metabolic issues associated with regular honey. The idea that natural equals safe is challenged once again. 7. Why balance matters more than any superfood. In closing, the video delivers a powerful reminder: even natural foods can become harmful when overused or misused. While honey can be a valuable part of a healthy diet, its benefits are highly dependent on how it is sourced, processed, stored, and consumed. The dangers lie not only in fake or adulterated honey, but also in the mistaken belief that more of a good thing is always better. Health is not determined by one single ingredient. It is the result of a balanced, diverse diet combined with mindful lifestyle habits. Over-reliance on any one food, even a revered natural product like honey, can backfire. To truly support your health, it's essential to look at the bigger picture: nutrient balance, regular physical activity, stress management, hydration, and good sleep. Final thought: honey has a long and rich history, woven into the traditions of ancient cultures as both a food and a medicine. But in today's modern world, where marketing often overshadows science, We must approach even the most natural of products with informed caution. This video serves as a timely wake-up call. Just because something is labeled wild or forest doesn't mean it's harmless or even helpful. So the next time you reach for that golden jar of honey, ask yourself, do I know where this came from? Is this real honey or just sugar in disguise? And most importantly, am I using this wisely or risking my health in the name of natural wellness?